Thank you for joining me for a great episode of Balloon Talk Tuesday. We had the opportunity to speak with Anthony Lena the day after he won the Float 2022 Designer of the Year Award, and we are excited to show you this interview. And hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully you learn something from it. And listen, just keep on believing because anything's possible with balloons, and he's a prime example of balloons. So here we go. So we're here with Anthony Lena, who just got Float Designer of the Year. How does it feel?
It feels great. It feels unbelievable. Like I can't even describe to you how how honored I am to receive this award.
And tell us a little bit about like where it started, because obviously it was the balloon kid. And tell us where you are now.
Yeah, so I've been twisting balloons since age 10. I'm 31 now, and I had my first paying job with balloons when I was 13, and it just kept growing and growing. You know, in school it was my first job, my only job. Went to college for business. Worked at the college for a little bit in Nashville, Kiwanis College in Nashville, and I ended up quitting that job because balloons started to get so busy. And that was in 2013 when I graduated, and I worked there until about 2015. And then I went full time with balloons, like nothing else. So at that time, I started looking at all different avenues that I could take to grow my business, and decor was one of those items. And so at that moment, we started getting into decor. My brother, my mom, my dad, they all help out with the business, and so it's a family affair for sure. And I really enjoy decor. You know, I enjoy twisting and decor. They're very different, but at the end of the day, it helps your business grow and helps you grow.
Yeah.
And so I really, of course, deco twisting is sort of what I really enjoy. You know, adding those twisted elements to the decor,
Right.
And so that's fast forward to now. You know, during the pandemic, I was not doing any twisting. I was mainly doing deliveries and decor, you know, setup. So, and then I really appreciated the fact that I was like, oh, I'm glad I got into decor more, you know, years ago. So, but I really wanted to push myself this year and compete and see, you know, see what I'm made of. And I didn't have a team or anything. It was just myself.
Oh, wow.
And so that was, I'm not gonna lie, a little stressful, you know. Definitely moments of like, oh man, you know, I don't know if I could do this, you know. But I pushed through, and I said I gotta do my very best, you know. And it turned out in my favor. So I was really happy. The judges, whoever judged the pieces, they enjoyed them. So I'm really happy.
And there was some stiff competition. It was really hard. I mean, oof.
Yeah, like I said on stage last night, I said it was an honor to compete.
Yes.
You know, with all the competitors. They're so talented. Any single one of us could have won last night. You know, like it is unbelievable. They are all unbelievable, and I think that's also something that's really special. You know, like the people that you compete with, you get to know them a little bit better.
Correct.
You know, and so that was really cool just to be in the same room with them and seeing how they work. And I learned a lot just from competing, you know. I mean, if not more from competing than going to classes, because it really helps. It really helps you. I mean, the classes are great, but you know, competing is a whole different animal. You know, you try, you have this idea in your head, you have to execute it, and you have a time limit. You know, and so that time limit's really the time management. You know, it teaches you time management, and I think that's something that I wanted to always improve upon, because you know, as a twister starting out, you always like want to in a twisting competition, you want to make everything perfect. It's usually not timed, for the most part, and so it definitely was a challenge. But I was really happy with my pieces. So.
And tell us a little about your family. Obviously, family helping you out is a big part of the business. Sometimes some people have support, some people don't. So tell us what it's really like to have the family support.
Oh my goodness, it's night and day. I think anybody can agree that when you're growing up, whatever it is you're into, if your parents are like, hey, that's not going to get you anywhere in life, or something like that, that's going to hinder your growth in whatever you're interested in. And so my parents were not like that. They were like, hey, they're the ones who got me a balloon kit for Christmas when I was 10. And so and little did they know that it would turn into my full-time job. But they're 100% supportive. Mom's a full-time employee, and she's big in the decor. I wish she could have been on my team this year. She would have really.
These guys really would have had a moment. I mean, it even surprised me. I mean, there were so many good people competed in this event. It was a surprise to me as well.
Yeah, because it was so funny because I'm sitting at the table at last night, and I recorded all the when they announced all the awards. But I thought no way would I get designer of the year. So I wasn't even going to record it. And then the people at my table they're like, hey, what are you doing? Like you could win. I was like, I could. And they were like, yeah, like it depends on how many points you got. I was like, oh, okay, well I'll record it. And I was like, oh my gosh, But it was an amazing feeling. It's I had so many people. My phone's been blowing up all day with just people being so kind, and I haven't had a chance with packing, trying to get ready for the flight, but I just want to take a moment and say thank you to everybody who believed in me and congratulated me and just being my friend, because that's really special. And then, but yeah, my family they're 100% behind me, and like I said, we're all a team, and I wouldn't be who I am today in terms of balloon art and the artists and just the man I am without them. So I owe a lot to them.
And what is your outlook for 2022 with balloons kind of coming out of COVID and really just what does that mean to you to kind of get back into your normal groove?
Yeah, for sure. So 2022, it's already off to a great start. It's been
you already won an award.
Hey,
so I mean, we're 30 days in. It's a good year.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So it was fantastic. I'm looking for. I think Valentine's Day is going to be really good business. But no, I think, in our line of business, you always have to keep thinking. You always have to expect the unexpected. Yes. I think we have all learned that. Like be prepared for whatever happens, and have a plan for like, hey, this didn't work out like I thought it would. What can I do now? So you always just keep growing. I think going to a convention sort of rejuvenates that energy.
Yes.
In all of us, it's like hey, you're around people who are excited about balloons, and that gets you excited, Yep. And so, and you learned a lot of things, and now you want to go practice it and hopefully implement those ideas and things that you learned into your business. So I think it's looking great. The business should be good, and then hopefully COVID starts going away and getting better. People not getting COVID as much, and so hopefully, and I think even after 2 years of just a lot of struggle, people have gotten creative, and it's definitely helped the whole industry. So,
and tell us the name of your company, where you're located.
Yeah, it's Balloons of Pure Awesomeness in Nashville, Tennessee. Well, Mount Juliet, Tennessee, near Nashville, 30 minutes east of Nashville. But Balloons of Pure Awesomeness. My tag on Instagram and Facebook is @Anthony the Balloon Kid. My Facebook page is Balloons of Pure Awesomeness by Anthony the Balloon Kid. Super long, but it's okay. Once I started getting more into decor, I didn't want my business name to be just my stage name, So, people who have seen me, I've been in the same area doing business my whole life, so that helps a lot. And with recognition, so even if I just didn't even put Anthony the Balloon Kid on there, people would still say, "Oh, you got to call Anthony the Balloon Kid."
Yep.
So it's sort of my hashtag is Balloons of Pure Awesomeness, and all my logo, my business card, website is balloonsofpureawesomeness.com. So it's all it's all interconnected.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And lastly, where would one might find you during the week? You do some restaurants.
Yeah, so like I said, I am a twister. I still twist and do decor, so I do all of it. We do all of it, family included. And I do a few local restaurants in Mount Juliet, Tennessee, that have me on a weekly basis. So Chick-fil-A on Tuesday, Monday is Local Joe's, and those are awesome. So if any twisters out there are looking into getting into decor, or decorators getting into twisting, it's really great because no matter which side are you on, and you're not doing one or the other, it is you need to think about it, because if somebody comes to you, if you're a decorator, somebody comes to you and hires you for decor, say, "Oh, by the way, we do twisting."
Yeah.
Oh, well, we were gonna just call somebody to find that.
Right.
So we're glad you do that. And same thing, like, "Oh, hire you for twisting. Oh, by the way, I do decor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'd love to talk to you about that." So it really helps out. But yeah, so a couple restaurants throughout the week, and then we'll see. We might get some more coming this year too. So in the spring, but no, it's good.
Thank you so much for joining us. I know he's.
So we really want to take the time to recognize Anthony for joining us. Awesome interview as always. Seeing the evolution of the Balloon Kid to the balloon business, just really, really a really cool story that really signifies what a balloon person is and how they spread happiness and they spread joy, especially in the last 2 years during these difficult times. And if you don't know, Anthony Lena is responsible for these two items that we sell: balloons on board, the regular balloon, and balloons on board, the dog. That's can be found under cool balloon items. So we appreciate you joining us today, and we look forward to next Tuesday, because you never know who will be on Balloon Talk Tuesday. Have a great day and speak to you all soon.